Oh, take two. Hope everyone files in from the other one. My apologies. My name is Paul Phillips, also known as Journal Artista. It's Tuesday, the September, what is it today? 29th. All right, I just had a little technical difficulties. Let's hope it's fixed. Hopefully everybody will file in. And I'll drink some coffee while we're waiting. Sorry, Kathy. Good to see you, my friend. Are you just as chilly over in your part of the Ontario? Today, it's been kind of warm the past couple days, but today's back to being chilly again. Dang it. I don't know what happened to that, so let's just hope that, I think Simon was downloading something. Hey, Terry, good to see you, my friend. I think Simon was downloading something, so so if you remember, I bought some feathers, these from the Dollarama. They look like this, they're little die cuts. We used them on a page. Was it this book or the last book? This one was the one I was using in December. Oh my goodness. That's another thing with these medications. I talked to my, now we're autofocusing. Hold the fort. Dun, 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 ding. Zoom. No, we don't want to Zoom. I don't know. Said I had to update that. We might have to just deal with this for today. Said I had to do an update that I said I would do later. Hi, sweet lady. I appreciate you being here. You had frost. I don't think we had frost. Hopefully it didn't kill all your plants. Hey, Patricia. Welcome, Tony. Hi, Terry. Sorry about that, guys. So remember, I bought the a while ago, the feathers, and now I bought, look at these. Well, it's been a month. I bought them a long time ago, it seems like, but there's like moths and butterflies. And then look at those beautiful pink butterflies. They were $1.25 at the Dollarama. Look how ginormous and beautiful this is. It has. So I've been doing a little bit of art. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of writing. My meds still make me shaky, so I apologize for that. I am now smoke-free. I haven't smoked anything in about a month and a half. I have used, I am using a Juul. I know, you can debate about vaping or not vaping and all that. I don't need to hear it. It's way easier is not the right word. It's better, vaping a Juul, a couple times than smoking a pack of cigarettes every 2 days. So the Juul, I'm like, not that I've been spending the money, but I am saving so much money from not smoking. It's unbelievable. I use about, $20 worth of Juul pods in a month. So it's really just a placebo. It's only 1% nicotine. Why am I trying to justify it? Anyways, it's a little bit better. I know, Jane, you've been vaping for a long time, but the Juul is just, for me, it's just a pacifier, really. I don't have it in here. It's more for, I don't know, it's just a pacifier, but I'm saving lots of money. So anyway, I got me some. This one is paper insects. So that comes with dragonflies, some nasty looking beetles, all that. But this is the only art thing I've bought in months. So a couple of other things. I've been jelly plating in my, so this comp book, I apologize for the autofocus. I think I have to update my webcam thing. It asked me if I wanted to do it this morning, and I said no, I'll do it later. And now I don't know if it's working. So I was just jelly plating. I had all this writing. This book, this comp book was I think it started in August. Yeah, this was my August and mostly September. So at the back, was all writing. I tried to do a little bit of watercolor on it, watercolor crayons. Apologize for the autofocus. It's going to want me to update before I do it. So I don't know if you can tell. I was using my Gelli plate and just kind of to completely paint the background. There's some crusty bits in there, but I was just using up some of my old craft paints, which is still here. So obviously I haven't done anything in a while. So again, I just used the craft paints, put it on a plate, picked it up, and to see what, but can't speak. Oh, that's what I was saying before I went off. I've been talking to my psych. I cannot, it's almost like I'm dyslexic. When I'm writing this, or I'm writing my morning pages, sometimes I mix words up, or I mix, now I don't know if it's because my mind is working faster than my hand, but anyways, like I've been mixing up words, and I've been mixing up words when I'm writing or when I'm speaking. So yeah, I've been writing. I mean, that's what the doctors just suggest. So that's what I've been doing. But I've got some interesting textures from, you see, like these kind of texture. That is from stamping my journal that has a ton of writing on it. And it leaves some cool, I might try that today to show you, because I not only have I read writing in here, I filled this entire bad boy. So I might be able to rip a page out of here and use it on my Gelli plate. Now, not every page will do it, because I write, depending on, like here, where if I'm writing with ballpoint pen, I tend to press really hard, and which leaves like a cool texture on my Gelli plate. So I might try one of those later. Like I was saying before, I'm not going to do anything with these. Like I'm not going to reread any of these pages. So I've just covered them up a little bit here and there. I've marked off pages that don't have anything like that need to be Gelli plated. Again, just using up old craft paint. And this is where I press really hard if I'm it's a lot of journaling, and I've been writing on top of my morning pages. I've been writing about 3 pages. I said this before, I don't know if my last one or the one before, but for me, I've been really trying to focus on journaling and writing to get these anxieties out, and to notice that a lot of them are irrational. The thoughts that I have are irrational. So, and I'm trying to slow down my mind. So if I'm writing, like I said, I'm confusing words. If I try to write as slowly so my mind doesn't race. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't even need a background stamp. No, my writing is so, especially if I'm writing with a ballpoint pen. So I've been reading a lot. That's one thing about logging off. You read a ton. So I've been rereading these Sark books that I read 20 years ago. I actually got rid of mine when I donated a whole bunch of books when I moved from Burlington to Whitby. But then all of a sudden I saw somebody talk about it, Sark on TV, just a random thing. I haven't even thought or heard about Sark in 20 years. This book, The Bodacious Book of Succulents, my mom's name's in there. I had to borrow them from my mom because I get rid of them all. But this is 1998. So this was published in 1990, or the copyright in 1998. So I've been rereading these things, and she talks about, procrastination and micro movements, or micro something. And that's also what the guy who wrote the bullet journaling method talks about, micro movements in the direction of what you're doing, which I thought was interesting, because 20 years ago, but I kind of, and of course I like Sark books because they're all written, and this you can tell is handwritten because the A's don't look the same. Sometimes people produce books that are written by hand, but it's their handwriting turned into a font. This isn't. You could tell that this one is all handwritten. But it talks about procrastination. I just wanted to read it because it really hit home. It says, still, if you procrastinate enough, there will be consequences that may jostle you into a different way of being. This jostling can sometimes feel alarming. So again, I really believe that sometimes change doesn't happen until the pain of same is equal to the pain of change. I'm really not preaching at you guys. I just want to read this. Also, it is possible to get truly sick and tired of procrastinating, which can cause sudden, gigantic movement or tiny inroads of activity. The inertia can actually be fuel we need to take any kind of action or remain present and still within ourselves. Procrastination is all around us. Whenever I ask a group of people, they consider themselves procrastinators, about 80% will raise their hands. Yet we all think we're the only ones. I consider myself a recovering procrastinator. I'm still discovering and uncovering new things about it. It used to run up my life a lot more. Procrastination can be a mask we wear to avoid being as great as we truly are. This is what hit home to me. The fear of succeeding is actually more scary than failing. The master of procrastination, who's really inside. So I still procrastinate, but I've been really enjoying Sark again. And what was interesting, like I read these books 20 years ago, and I guess it was 20 years ago. Look, she talked about Sabrina Ward Harrison. She says, Sabrina called my inspiration phone line and described, I wonder if she still has an inspiration phone line. Sark. It's probably all digital now. And described that having mono had halted her life. So long story short, Sabrina Ward Harrison and Sark are friends. And Sabrina Ward Harrison, I guess, was helped with her publishing, publishing her books. I have all the Sabrina Ward Harrison books are all in the living room, but I thought that was interesting. I'm reading a lot in here that I've read in other books since, but I forgot. And I just love her art. It's fun. It is fun. So that's all I've been doing. I lied. I got one more thing. I did a sneak peek on Instagram. So you guys know I did a lot of writing. So I have a lot of empty pens and empty everything. I did finish. So I painted this with black gesso. This is a Folgers coffee can. Depending on what's on sale, sometimes I buy Folgers and sometimes I buy Maxwell House. I'm not a big snob about which coffee brand I drink as long as it's caffeinated. So I have all these. Well, I've been using up markers. And for some reason, I just decided, you guys remember I did a journal cover with all my empty, not all, but a bunch of empty pens. This is a Diane Reevely journal, and on the cover I just glued with extra heavy gel to stick it on. But look at this. I don't even know how I expected them to be a little bit wider than or longer than the paint. Drink some coffee, Paula. Then the container. But they fit perfectly. Now I have this tied up because when I was gluing, obviously I haven't finished gluing. I have so many projects. I feel like this book is heavy, yeah. But they're empty pens, so it's not too bad. I use them all up, but yeah, this book's heavy. They fit perfectly. And because they were sliding down a little bit, that's why I have this while it was gluing, one pen was sliding all over, so I had to put some embroidery floss. Again, I apologize, my friends, if my words are mixed up. But they fit perfectly. I just have to go one way, one the other way, one way, one. But I'm not going to force you guys to watch glue dry, literally. So I'm excited about make my own, I don't know what I'm going to put in here, probably paintbrushes or something. But I was happy that it fits. And I mean, so was this. This was actually, so these pens must be 6 inches long. Yeah, the pens are exactly 6 inches. So I guess that's why it fits a lot of things. I don't know. YouTube's being mean. How's my, I'm sorry, Galina. Is anybody else feeling it? I've already had 1 20-ounce coffee already. Oh, my friend, speaking of coffee, I've been spending a lot of time with my mother. And the Starbucks cold brew Starbucks cold brew with pumpkin spice pumpkin spice cold cream. Oh, I don't know if anybody's tried it, but it is so good. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Tony. I mean, it is so delicious. Like, it's not too sweet because I don't drink sugar in my coffee anymore, but it's not too sweet. Oh, it's so delicious. It's $5, so I try to restrain myself from once a week. But when I go downtown, because I absolutely hate going downtown, but it must be done. I'm going. I get two when I go downtown once every. So good. One on the way in and one for the train on the way back. Oh. Yeah, everybody's doing okay over here. All right. And I haven't even been, well, I lie. I've been playing my Animal Crossing, but I'm so far behind that I play offline because I have to fast forward through day. If you don't play Animal Crossing, you don't understand. But I'm doing the minimum that needs to be done every day because I'm about 3 weeks behind. And then I go and change the date for the next day. So I'm really playing in the past. But I keep it offline because it would constantly, anybody that's my friends like Jane or Andrew, whatever, would just see Paula is on, Paula is off, on, off. So I didn't want to get any of those, because every time somebody comes online that's your friend when you're playing Animal Crossing, it tells you that your friend's online. So it would be like every 20 minutes, Paula's online, Paula's online. So I figured that nobody would want to see that, or not see that, but oh, sweet love and goodness. I can't. My nose is running this morning. Let me try one more time. I reopened it, so let's hope it doesn't do anything. Install later. See an update. It keeps telling me to do an update, and frame rate exposure. I don't think I'm in the right setting. Advanced. I think I need to go to advanced. 3, 2, 1 countdown. The heck is that? Oh, I know what a 3, 2, 1 countdown is. Frames per second, resolution. Scene effects. The heck is that? This priority, preset, custom, zoom. It says frame rate. I don't know, my friends. I don't know. Seems like every time I look at this, I can't figure out how it works. Welcome, Anne. Hi, Pam. Good to see you, my friend. So I didn't finish this book in July. Still something from Flo there. But I did do this. I cut out because I've been feeling so numb. Part of this these meds, it's supposed to be like, you guys see me manic, which is my, mania feels so good, but it's so detrimental to your life. So a lot of one of the meds I put, it makes me, I don't want to say the word numb, may not be the right word, but I just feel like neither high nor low. Just, it's hard to explain. So I cut those out. I did the bubble letters. I cut it out. I put some scrapbook paper, and then I clear gessoed. All this is clear gessoed to be worked on later. But really, I've done nothing but write. I've been documenting going downtown and documenting when my meds change. I've been starting to do the date in my sketchbook, which is out in the living room. Excuse me, I got hiccups. Oh, your iPad was telling you how many hours you were online? Oh, I don't want to know that. What else was I watching recently? So I've been reading Sark. I've read 3 books, reread 3 books now. I've been reading fiction. I think it's called Into the Wilderness. It's my mom recommended it because I liked Diana Gabaldon's. I read them so long ago. What is it called? Anyways, it's historical fiction. Oh, I just looked up. That looks like a heart or a butterfly. So yeah. But I've been having fun with just the craft paint in my journal. So I think I'm going to do that. I want to try one of these pages I just ripped out, which, already have lost. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes, my friends. Nothing ever changes. It's just so interesting how my writing will create like these little divots that I put. Yeah, I even did a little bit over here. So I was just overlapping. Oh, there they are, where they should be. So what I'm going to do is put these there. I'm on another book that I've been doing my morning pages. I don't know what they're supposed to do, if they're supposed to help or not help, but I'm using them. I'm still doing it. Can't hurt, right? So as you can see, I didn't clean it the last time I used it, or the last couple times, but it's okay. We got some crusty, but you can really tell that I've been using my... Where is that light coming from? You can really tell I was using my composition book, because that's right where the spine of it is. All right. I wasn't even using any stencils or texture stuff. I did bring in random. I did bring in I liked an egg carton. I liked maybe we could do some fun circles on the bottom. I like the bottom of it. All right. I need a piece of jelly paper. And I know it seems like I do a lot of jelly printing, but especially for me, it's just calming. And I like how I can create instant backgrounds, especially over writing in my art journal. What my plan is now, like I did a lot of writing in my art journal. So in my comp book. So this next month or so, I'm going to be doing art journal pages on top of writing and finishing off some of the journal pages in my 2 comp books. And I'm going to do all my writing in a spiral bound where I do my morning pages. I decided that, I'm filling comp books up like there's nobody's business, but I'm not doing enough art in them. That makes sense. All right. So I'm just using, and when I say this stuff is old, this is it's old, and it might have some boogers in there, but we're using it up. That's what's important. Got a long. So I think the last time I taught you guys, I was roasting in here, and now I'm cold. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of craft paint. Now, I don't usually use craft paint on my jelly plate, and I've seen others, and I figured like I've seen others use craft paint, and you know how sometimes your paper sticks to the plate? I think that has to do with craft paint. So for example, if I'm not what I'm doing when you're getting the crusty bits, right, the first layer of craft paint is fine. When you do, oh look, there's one of my hairs. When you do the second or third layer and you want to pick it up, if you try to pick up your crusty bits like with craft paint, it just like sticks to it. But that's my experience anyways. But if I do the craft paint on the first 2 layers and then do if I do craft paint on the first 2 layers and then pick it up with student grade or regular acrylic, then I definitely get a lot better pull. Doesn't stick. The first time I tried to pick up, hopefully my words make sense. I don't know if they make sense in my head. But hi Jan, good to see you, my friend. Now when you pick it up after like you have multiple layers, does it stick? That seemed to be my experience, but it could have been maybe I had it on too long or not long enough, or I don't know what. So I don't know if you can see. My plate is so dirty. You see under this hand? See my writing there? Maybe not. So I'm going to, let's see. We'll pull it up with some white. Just give me a moment to get my white. I thought I had it over here somewhere. Maybe not. White, that's clear gesso. There we are. I'm gonna pick it up with white. First I need to dry it. And then I'm gonna stamp my entire comp book in here. So they might not be able to see that writing. It'll be interesting. So I'm still trying to figure out how I got that texture on the other pages. Maybe I left these pages on there too long. Heat gun. No. Hair dryer. Thanks, guys. Sometimes my brain doesn't like sometimes I'll be talking and I don't know if my words are mixed up. You know what I mean? I notice it more when I'm writing. I'll be like, okay, I meant to write what, but I ended up writing when or something like that. We might not get anything out of here, but we're going to try. Have I used baby oil? Yeah, I've used baby oil to clean the plate and hand sanitizer, but I haven't been using the hand sanitizer for the plate lately. I happen to have some baby oil right here. The cheap kind. I might use it a little bit later, but you know, I like the crusty bits. So, but sometimes the crusty bits, you are right. Sometimes they get so built up in here, especially where the center of the spine of the comp book is, that I might have to clean it. I might have to clean it all up. Ooh, do we have a snotty bit in there? So I felt good. The last week I've been doing a little bit of art. I'm finally feeling good. I didn't want to. I watched some of Kathy's, who is Kathy Arbor here on the YouTube. I watched part of Kathy's stream, and I know today. What time is it? 9:05. We got about an hour or a little bit less than an hour before. I think Kathy still streams. I got a notice last week, but I didn't want to show up in anybody's chat until I came on, because I don't want to hijack the chat with people asking me how I am. I'm doing better every day. They put me on the highest dosage of that one med, which makes me so groggy in the morning. It's messed up, my friends. All right. Oh, yeah, the oil works, and for sure it does. All right, so I've got this. Now where's my comp book? So what I do is I put the spine right in, and then I let it. And again, I'm doing this over some of my pages of writing. Other ones I've put, as I showed you, I put either a napkin or some pages I've gessoed. All right. The other day when I was doing all this, I was standing up and it seemed easier. Just try to get. That was messy. No, I don't. Believe me, we read typo over here. We read it all. It's all good. You don't have to apologize for your English. I completely understand it. Not at all. So that took off some crusty bits. Now let's see. So I always go to kind of the page that I'm using. But like I said, every day I feel better. And like I said, I'm feeling more like doing what, how am I explaining this? For the past month and a bit, I haven't wanted to do any art. I apologize, guys. I haven't wanted to do any art. Let's see. Cannot see anything. Well, I got some crusty. We have some crusty bits. And look, it still left my writing. So, can't see anything except for the writing that's underneath. But I like that. Like now my book's upside down. It's a start of something. Yeah, there's white there, which is now you can't tell. No, I should have done another layer, but I definitely picked up some yellow and orange crusty bits from last time. Let's see if I can get the rest off my plate. But it's weird. Like I haven't bought any books. Well, I'm watching my money tightly, but I haven't bought any books or really anything art related other than those die cuts from the Dollarama. I haven't been going out much, maybe once a week, whether I'm spending time once or twice a week. But let's see, giving it a 2-minute massage. We can pick anything else up. No, it's definitely time to give it a little clean to my plate. Now, before I do that, though, I've got to find my baby wipes. That's one thing you need to purchase. All right, so I get a baby wipe out before I put the stuff on my plate. Hey, Christy. Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, like, I feel cognizant enough that, like, I know I'm not manic. So that's a good thing, because that's when I do the most damage in my life, is when I'm manic. All right. Even though mania feels so good, my friends, it's not good. It's not good. Another thing, obviously, that works well, although I don't have time to do it right now, is get out the Murphy's oil soap and give it a bath. So I just put my whole plate in there. It actually cleans your plate really fast. Sometimes it takes a while to get it off your stencils or your brayers. You have to soak it a little bit. Now these are crusty bits on top of crusty bits on top of crusty bits. So I'm just gonna quickly do this. Then I want to try stamping with my egg carton. Exciting. I'm trying to eat healthier too, because these meds, that's the first thing the doctor says, is that they're going to make you gain weight. And I feel good. I gained about 5 to 7 pounds from when I was sick. I needed it, my friends. I needed it, believe it or not. So I've gained a couple pounds and I feel really good. I'm a size medium now, which I think is a small in the US. I feel really good at this weight, so I want to stay at this weight. And I know I could bust out the tape, the packing tape. I haven't used packing tape on my plate in a long time. So if you didn't have crusty bits on top of crusty bits, like if you cleaned your plate like once every 3 months, you wouldn't have this problem. It would come right off right away. And it smells good. Baby oil? Forgot about. And I just bought my baby oil at the Dollarama. All right, these crusty bits are falling off. We're good. Let's try her again. This time I'm going to stamp my... Okay, wait. I have to... put a piece of wax paper in there so it doesn't stick. I have the little flags to remind me where there's no paint, or pages that I want to put paint on. So I'm going to do the yellow ochre. I think it's yellow ochre. Yeah. And Tuscan red. Like I said, some of it might have some big clumpy globs, but we're going to use it anyway. Wonderful to see you, Terry. Have a good day, my friend. It is seriously getting cold here. I had to wear a jacket the other day. It's okay. I'm not complaining. This is the perfect temperature. Now that it's nice, I'm going to go start walking down by the lake and hopefully draw. I want to draw. My plants are going good. I'm learning a lot about my fishbone cactus. It's got all these shoots coming up, and I don't know if these shoots are going to like turn into the cactus leaves or what's going on. They're just like skinny shoots, but they don't look anything like the herring, like the fishbone pattern. So I'm assuming I'm just going to get another page out of, or a couple pages out of this book, but I think they are all a lot of gel pen, which doesn't show the texture. I'm just going to do it right in my book here. Just a little stamp. Looks like that. And it's just like backgrounds for me to work on top of later. Nothing too exciting. So I got a little bit of something going on here, like where my writing was. I like that. I'm going to dry this and then maybe do another layer. And then do another layer with my egg carton and then pull it up with some acrylic. Hair dryer. Well, what I was saying is Kathy Arbor. See, not Kathy Arbor. Kathy Berg streams at 10, right? And Kathy Berg, see, I don't finish my thoughts. And then like 10 minutes later, I remember that I didn't finish that thought. Kathy Berg streams at 10 a.m., right? And Colleen? But I feel good. I feel like, okay, I've got the tools now that if I see something crazy, I can just say I don't want to see it anymore and move on. And if I need to log off, then I just go and read my books. Anyway, I'm jelly plating. I'm creating some art with mono printing on a jelly plate. I'm drinking coffee. What are you doing? What is everybody doing? Talk about where they're from. I am on the east side of Toronto, Ontario. And the Raptors didn't win. The Raptors didn't make it they didn't even make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. All right, let's see. So we got red. Should we do some blue? Red. So we got Tuscan red, yellow ochre. So I want to do one color on top of this. Then we're going to remove it with a stencil and some an egg container. What do you call them? Not an egg container. Egg crate. Oh my sweet goodness, I can't keep. All right. Got those. The thing about jelly plating is you got to prepare. I have to have my stencils ready. I have to have the paper I'm working on ready. Where I'm going to put a little. What am I going to pull? What am I going to pull it up with? Oh. Drink some coffee. Thanks, Cheetah. Hi, Leanne. I don't know. Am I losing my Minnesota accent? Is it going away? All right. So I have this. We are going to take it off with this. Boy, yesterday when I was doing all this, I just love. Thank you, Kathy Berg. I know some of you also have used this, but it was Kathy that I saw that used this Masking paper. Oh, I just love the texture of it. I just love it. In this one, I did use light blue, orange, and red. That kind of looked nice, huh? We'll use blue, and then I'll pick it up with white. Especially it's this desert turquoise Americana old paint. We'll do a second layer. Anne's drinking some tea. I've been drinking a lot of green tea lately, or just not just green tea, herbal tea. I try not to drink. I have a like you guys know, or if you remember, my pure Keurig died, and so I've been only using a French press, which I think makes 32 ounces. I try to only drink one pot of coffee or thing of coffee. This is a Patty Tully Parish stencil. I love it. That's one of my favorite. Over here, I'm going to do some. Look at that! Ooh! I'm sure this isn't, anything new to anybody else out there, but when I saw the egg carton, I'm like, that is cool. All right, over here, I'm just going to take a little bit of through the stencil, and I'm just going to lightly tap some of that. That is fun. It makes like a perfect little circle in there. I'm impressed. I don't know if all egg cartons look like that. Do they? Do they have the same bottoms? I don't know. All right, I'm going to dry this real well, and then we'll pull it up with some white. Hair dryer. So for me, getting back into the art process, doing a little bit every day. I've been drawing in my sketchbook, just the date. Hi, Eileen. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see everybody, by the way. Hopefully I haven't missed saying hello to anybody. It's easier for me to start this way and then and build off of that, right? Jelly plating is so easy, and you get some cool things, and it gets me excited for arting again. Eileen bought oil pastels. Well, I dry it in between. Patricia, I don't know if you've seen my Crusty Bits video or not. It's a 10-minute video. It's not a like 2-hour live. But the paint has to be dry before you can pick it up. If say for example, if I let this little bit not dry, if I kept it wet, when I tried to pick it up, it would leave that blue there. Does that make sense? So my vocabulary is not good. That's good. My mom, this week, they have, here's something that difference between Canadians and Americans. So when I say my mom's going to the trailer, it's like, it's nothing that, not that there's anything wrong with living in trailers. There are house trailers that are way nicer, 3 times as nicer as my apartment. So don't think that I'm downing anybody that lives in a trailer. I wish I did, but a trailer in Canada or in Ontario, anyways, if we say we're going to the trailer, that's where my mom goes up, on the weekends. She goes on the weekends. It's like a getaway type of thing, right? And it's in a trailer park, but the trailer parks in Canada are more like for recreation, not for living. Does that make sense? Although some people live there, the trailer park closes over the winter, so they can't live over. But some people spend their whole summers there. Anyways, she's sold the trailer, so they're getting rid of all this stuff. So my mom has a nice futon that she's going to give me. It's a couch futon that she's giving Simon and I. So I'm going to have a couch again to do couch art. Yeah, like I said, Jane, you were living a double. I did. Trailers are different. I mean, you can. I went to a trailer show there with my dad. This was a long time ago now, probably 10 years ago now. And the Winnebago. Oh my goodness, so fancy. I mean, my mom. Don't get me wrong. My mom's. It wasn't a house trailer. It was like a pull behind trailer, a hitched trailer. But I mean, it didn't go anywhere. It was just parked in the park. But anyways, they're closing it down, and it's something that they've had. Oh my gosh. Since I was 12, so it's 30 something years old. So they don't want to buy a new one. Long story short, I get a futon. Do some couch art. I'm so excited because already get a chair is just not. It's just not the same. I love my chair. I'm so grateful for my chair. It's really helped my. Oh, I'm not working fast enough, my friends. It's already coming up. It's really helped my nerve issues. All right. Again, I just place it in the middle. Not in the middle. Yeah, in the middle. So I try to, let's hope this works. Hopefully not glue my pages down. Yeah, I'm telling you, like some of those RVs that I saw, like the Winnebagos and stuff, you're talking $300,000. like they're not, I mean, the house trailers, like they're to me, they're not trailers. They're nice houses. It's just I don't think there's very many places for us to park one. Like, all right. Oh no. Yeah. See, what happens when you talk too much. So I was talking and not jelly plating. So you can see some of the circles, and you see how cool, like where the writing was, but most of it's still on my plate. So let me see. I'm gonna heat dry it again and try to pull it up one more time. See, that's the thing with jelly plating. I need to do less talk, more art. But do house trailers have wheels? I thought they were like actually, like obviously I know that they don't have basements, but all right. So there's lots of white there. So what should I use to pick it up? And who knows? This could be going wrong completely because I don't have. Because I use that baby oil, and sometimes it. But that didn't show up at all. Strange. All right, I'm on another page here in my comp book. Did I say I lied? There was one thing I did order in the last month and a half. A whole case. I did buy the whole case of college ruled mead composition books because then these ones were made in Vietnam. And it says 2014 on it. But the paper in these mead is too good. So I did buy a case of 12. Like the last thing I needed was another. But I've completed 3 comp books since May. It's only 12, Eileen. One a month. That's all I bought. All right. What color? So we might not have anything. Should we do black and see what happens? Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? I just have a black page. I can't open. The only reason I bought a case of them is because the paper is so good. Like, it's hard to explain. Well, it's not hard to explain. The paper is good, so if I use like watercolor on it, it doesn't go through. Sweet goodness, I can't open this. Hold. I feel like I've lost. All right. What can I hit this with? Try this. Sorry if that was loud. 12 is a year's worth. Exactly, Eileen. All right. I don't know why hitting it helps. I guess it knocks off some of the crusty bits inside of it. I don't know. This is just a Dessert's brand. It's a student grade. And to justify my purchase even more, it's very hard to find college ruled comp books these days. Oh, I definitely need more black. For some reason, most of the time, comp books are wide ruled, and obviously I like to write a lot. So wide ruled frustrates me because I'm naturally a small writer. Oh, I went to the book. One time I went downtown. I went to the bookstore, and in the, I always check the art section, although I haven't bought any art books in months. Look at that. Why is the black not even going over those crusty bits? Anyways, in the craft section, I was blown away. They had, I gotta stand up for this one. They had a book on handwriting, on cursive handwriting, like how to cursive. And I'm like, what? Well, I know they don't teach it in school anymore, but now that it's like a lost art of script. I don't know if they called it script or cursive. I used to always call it script, but I think they call it cursive. But I just felt that it was so weird. I'm like, are people not going to be able to read my writing 10 years from now? Even though it's super neat. It breaks the seal. That's right, Terry. You're getting the vintage book on the Palmer method. Palmer. No? Arnold Palmer? Are you golfing, Eileen, out there in Florida? Yeah, you're learning how to print. So I tried printing the other day, and my hand naturally goes to writing. Like, so if I did an M, and it naturally had 3 bumps, because that's what I'm so used to doing. Like, I can't print. I can print, but it's been a long time. The Palmer method is what our parents learned on writing? On script? Or are we talking about something different? Oh boy. My crusty bits are not coming off today. They are not working with me. All right, I'm going to have to flip this over so I can take the plate off the book. Well, it's definitely, some spooky pages. Ooh. Well, I like how it covers, a lot of the writing. I'm putting my plate away. Yeah, exactly, Jen. Like, I try to print. It's just my words naturally go together. It's hard. But I don't, I guess something like this, I don't care if anybody ever reads it. But I'm just thinking in the future, I'm like, nobody will read my writing. I like this. This is spooky. This will be good for a spooky page. I've been thinking about what to do in October now that I'm feeling so much better and wanting to art again. Do I want to fill another comp book in October? I don't know. It's the way we wrote. Hi, Colleen. Good to see you, my friend. So you guys are streaming in, what time is it? Half an hour, right? Hey, Peg. Good to see you. Yeah, super early. I feel better in the morning. Like, my mind feels groggy. Can't even explain how I feel. Can't even explain. So I'm going to work on finishing some of these pages soon. I've been cleaning my house more and more. I did a little bit on the dark side of my room, but what else am I doing? I'm trying to decide what I want in my couch art kit now that I'll have a couch this week. The Palmer method was a physical discipline. It promised to prevent curvature of the spine. Huh. Oh, she's at the doctor's appointment. That's important. Pink gun. I just wanted to jump on, say I'm back. For the members, we have a project tomorrow. I'm going to stream at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I wrote, let me write it down. I'm curious now because I've been writing a lot. The Palmer method, and it doesn't have to do with Arnold Palmer. Has anybody any new art books I need to know about? There was that one that was pre-ordered, something to do with gouache. The Art of Gouache, what's it called? Like a room full of paper, and I can't find one random sheet to write on. Oh, I'll write it in my art journal here. Did I mention how much I hate these Tim Holtz pen markers? I probably haven't mentioned it in a couple of years, but they suck. Like, suck hard. But I'm trying to use them up because, I wrote see, of everything I did with the bottom of my egg carton, absolutely none of it showed up when I was on either page. So where it went, maybe it got mixed up in the colors. Well, I guess some of it came up over here. But it's really cool how my writing gives some texture. What else did I do? Probably not very much. So I'm just getting back to the swing of things. Yeah, I've got to go to another appointment this morning, but I just want to come on real quick, do a little catch up, and I'll be back for members only tomorrow at 5 p.m. And I've been writing down lots of ideas, doing things in the background as I logged off, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling not manic, not too good, but I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling like doing art. So I'll see some of my members tomorrow. Thank you so much for all the support and love, not to the members, but all my viewers and subscribers. I'm going to be around more at people's streams now that I've come back and see everything's going well. And like I said, see members tomorrow and Wednesday night. I feel good. I feel good. Thanks everyone for being here. I know it's a shorter stream, but I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much, Anne. Thanks so much. Palmer would pass out if he saw us type on a computer. All right, I'll see you. I'll watch if Kathy Berg comes on. Colleen, are you going to stream by yourself if it's not, if Kathy doesn't? Just curious. I've got to work on my pen holder. But I can only do so many at a time because, they are stuck on there, my friends. The extra heavy gel, they work well. So I'm making a matching pen holder. And I'm thinking, because these are so big, these Folger ones, I think I might put some coffee beans at the bottom to help things stick up. Anyways, I shall see you guys soon. Much love. All right, Colleen.